Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Malcolm. You are on Malcolm Talks. How y'all feeling? That's real good, man. You know, today it's gonna be a straight up ramble today. I'm just talking about pretty much anything, man. I'm a little sleepy. Went to bed too late. That's on me. Why did I go to bed so late, you may ask? Don't really have a reason. No reason. I just wasn't tired yet. My wife always tells me, you know, you need to have a bedtime routine. You know what I mean? Like I'm 4 years old or something, I guess. But it's a lot of wisdom in those words that she tries to get me to see, because, you know, you got to let your body wind down and it'll be easier to go to sleep. But yeah, I went to bed around 1. You know what I mean? Had to get up at 6. A little tired, because you're supposed to get like 8 hours, right? Man, 8 hours, that's a long time. But yeah, man, so I'm just driving to work, got my coffee. I saw a little gnat. It was a little gnat flying around in my car. I'm like, man, what the hell? Where the gnat's coming from? Because I see one, and so I open up the window to try to get the suction from the air or whatever to suck the gnat out in my car. And so I thought I did that about 4 or 5 times. I'm like, where the hell are all these gnats coming from, man? Because you can't tell if it's the same gnat. It's not like you know the gnat name and you could be like, oh, that's the same gnat that was buzzing around here earlier. Nah, they all look the same. I'm thinking that it's a different gnat. And I'm thinking that gnats are breeding in my car. I don't know how, but yes, I do. A couple weeks ago, I got a flat tire. Went to the back to get the spare. And underneath the spare, it was about 2 gallons of standing water. Where the hell all this water come from? I'm talking about filthy. The water was just filthy. It was just all kind of trash and stuff floating in it. It was number 2 pencils floating in it. All kind of shit. Just from that had been, it was a shaving, it was like a razor, like a shaving thing floating in it. It was some Bank of America receipts floating in it. Just dirt, trash. That's probably where the gnat's coming from, man. And I hadn't looked back there in a couple weeks, because I was just thinking, you know, it rained hard one day and I left the trunk open. I'm trying to figure out how all the water get in there. It was so mentally taxing that I ain't even think about it no more. I was like, man, screw it. I got a cup, a little styrofoam cup, dumping the water out. Did that for about 5 minutes until I got rid of all the water. Then I got some paper towels, got an old dirty towel, and soaked up the rest of the water back there. But evidently, if I see gnats floating around, if they're in my car incubating, if it's gnats incubating in my car, then that's a problem. And they got to come from somewhere, and it's probably the water, standing water, that might still be in the back of my whip. Now, so this brings me back to the whip, just in general. This car has 265,000 miles on it. I'm gonna let that sink in for just a second. It's a 2001. It's a 2001. It's kids in college ain't old as this car. I want you to think about that. So every day when I get in my car and go to work, it's stripping a little something away from my confidence. Because I have an internal confidence. I do. Goddamn that. I have an internal confidence. So no matter what the situation is, I'm good. Like, I feel good as long as I got some money in the bank. But this car, when I get in this car, you know, I'm grateful that it gets me from point A to point B, but at the same time, when I look around, you know, I'm just looking at other cars like, man, I wish I had that car. I want that one, that one, that one. You know how the kids do when they see cars passing by? They go, one right here. Clean ass Range Rover right here. I want that. So a lot of you might be like, why don't you just go ahead and get that, man? Just get it. Just buy it. Well, I could. I ain't gonna lie, I could go to the dealership right now, probably get me a used Range Rover. I ain't finna get one brand new, but I could probably go get me a used Range Rover, pay about $800-900 a month. You know what I'm saying? Something light my ass. $800-900 a month. That would change some things, but I'll be riding clean as hell. I think the reason why I don't yet is because we don't have the house yet, so we're still saving up for that. And the way things are going in the marketplace, you have to ask yourself, what they gonna start selling? Shanty towns? What they just gonna sell us some? They're just gonna sell us some wood and some sheetrock and say, "Hey, you're on your own now, man." Houses too expensive. I live in Atlanta. It was a time where you could spend $250,000 and get a nice house. Now the only house you can get for $250,000 is a tiny house. When you look on Zillow, it is ridiculous. You look around, you're like, hold on, man. This is a beat up foreclosure for $340,000. I'm like, I remember back in the day, you could look at a foreclosure might be $60,000. And you just need to fix it up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not anymore. Yeah, man, everything's high now, boy. But so you know, but you gotta invest your money somewhere, right? So what do? Damn sure don't put it in no car, because that is what's called a depreciating asset. I don't care how clean it is. But this is something that people don't talk about, and I know I'm jumping around. I'm gonna try to bring it back home. See, people don't really talk about how a car can actually make you money. Now I know on the flip, you know, on the face of it, you probably look at it like, well, unless you're a real estate agent and you're doing the old school, like driving people around in your car, then yeah, you know, your car can kind of show that you're successful. Damn, gnats again. The car can show that you're successful, and that, you know, your clients, they might be like, he's riding around in a Range Rover, he must be doing really well as a real estate agent, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy a house from him too, or something like that. Like, I get that, but I want to hit you with this and let me know how you feel about this. I think that your income goes up for a lot of different reasons. One of those reasons is confidence, just natural confidence. The ability to just believe that you can just do anything. Just the belief can get you there a lot of times. I think that when you spend money on nice cars, clothes, homes, you know, you might be trying to keep up with the Joneses, yes. It might not be a smart financial decision if you go ask an accountant or whatever. But in terms of your confidence, what does it do to your confidence? I would submit to you that your confidence will increase, thereby increasing your income. See, because when I'm riding around in this Honda, this Honda has chipped paint on the top, on the hood, on the back. It's been sitting out in the sun for years. The sun has slowly started to erode the paint. It used to be a nice clean maroon. Now it's more of a dirty red. You know, it's a good car. Still rides great. I hadn't put a whole lot of money in it, you know, for little brakes and stuff like that, oil changes. If I tried to sell this car, it'd probably be $1,000, if that. This car is worth more to me right now than $1,000. So I'm just gonna keep riding it. I saw this guy, as an African guy, stop me at the Chevron the other day. He was like, "Hey man," he was African. He was like, "Hey man, I like that car, man." I was like, I'm thinking, is this dude trying to clown me, man? An African at Exxon trying to clown me? I said, "Oh, appreciate it, bro." He was like, "Yeah, I got a 2000 model, man, at the house right now." I said, "Oh, okay." And see, we automatically had that kinship. not only from Africa, but the fact that we both had Hondas. And see, his Honda, he said was a 2020. I'm like, damn, that's older than mine. He was like, yeah, man, I only got 140,000 miles on mine. I said, oh, damn, mine is about double that. So I went inside. I was like, all right, bro, take it easy. Went inside, came back out. He was still out there standing next to his car with his phone out. I said, okay. He said, man, yeah, here's a picture of it. He showed me a picture of his Honda. His Honda was red, just like mine, maroon or whatever. Honda looked like it came off of a showroom floor, clean as hell. I'm like, damn, bro, how did you? I said, man, this is amazing, bro. This car looks brand new. I said, it's a 2020? He said, yeah, man, I'm never gonna let it go, man. Never gonna let this go. I said, that's what's up, bro. I said, how much you spend on the paint job? Because I've been thinking about getting it painted. I was like, man, I might go to Mako, $600, $700, something like that. I said, how much you spend to get it painted, man? He was like, oh, it's $2,200. I said, oh, okay. Yeah, if I spend $2,200 on this car, I might as well get another one. Because I'm not caught up in the nostalgia like that. You know what I mean? It could be a Dodge Charger I'm driving around. I'm not sold on Honda like that. It's been a great car now, don't get me wrong. I bought this car with 70,000 miles on it. And now it's got 265,000. Time just goes by so quick, man. You don't even pay. You're not even paying attention how fast time flies. That's what happens. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that, man. Comment down below, man. What kind of car should I get, bro? I'm a professional guy. I want a sedan. I want something 4-door. I want something fast. I want something clean as hell. Really, I know what I want already. I want a Lexus 500 LS hybrid. That's what I really want. I think that one's going for used. I think it's going for about 60, 70, something like that. Like the 2000, I think it's 2019, 20. I mean, yeah, I would like the newest one, but man, ain't nobody trying to spend no $120,000 on a car. Some of y'all are. Some of you guys drop that like it's nothing. I'm not quite there yet. I'm working on it. But what kind of car y'all think I should get, man? I thought about getting a Cadillac, because those Cadillacs look pretty clean. But then I'm like, well, I'm 45. Well, I'll be 45 in June. I don't want to drive a car that 62-year-olds drive. I don't care how clean it is. I got a little bit of salt and pepper. I ain't got that much. So I know that there's a persona that I'm looking for, where it's like, it needs to be clean, professional, yet it needs to have a little bit of dog in it. And I apologize if I startled a few of you guys with that. So that's what I'm going for. But anyway, man, this is Malcolm. You're on Malcolm Talks. As you can see, the coffee is kicking in. I'm almost to the JOB. It's Friday. Now, you would think Friday is just a laid-back day. Nah. Still a lot of stuff I got to do at work. People call me asking me to do stuff for them. Like, are you busy, Mr. Dave? Are you busy? I just had a quick question. Are you busy? Am I busy? I'm always busy. Don't ask me that. I'm busy as hell. This is Malcolm. Malcolm Talks. Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. I'ma holler at you. Peace.